Hey coin collectors, and welcome to DC Coin Roll International Coin Channel. And today it's the 1949 US nickel, the Jefferson nickel from the United States of America. And you can see it says, "In God We Trust" up here in front of Jefferson, Jefferson facing to the left, Liberty behind Jefferson. There's a star there, and then there's the 1949. We have coins from all the mints where the coins were made in 1949. But what I want to talk to you about now is the date. And what a lot of people don't know is that the dates change once in a while. So let's get these coins, move these coins over a little bit. Let's take a look at these coins here, and I'll show you the date change. So this is the 1949 one here, and you can see that the 4 has just a little bit of a tail coming out. It's pretty triangular here. And then if you look at this one here, you see that this 4 from 1948, if we turn them this way, maybe that's, yeah, so you can see them a little bit better. So this is the 4 from 1949 up here, and you can see that has kind of a short end where the 4 comes through. It's really triangular on this 4. If you look at the 1948, you see it's a wider 4. It has this little lip that sticks up at the top where the 4 comes through. At the beginning of the 1940s, they picked a 4 that they were going to put on all of the coins. Typesetters might see it, but most other people wouldn't see it. So there's a 1, a 9, a 4, and a 7. And if you look at this coin from 1947, you see that it has this kind of thin line that goes across the bottom of the 4. And the 4 has a little bit of a footing to it in the front. This was the 4 that we used 1940, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, and 47. But for some reason in 1948, they decided to have a different kind of 4. And look at this 4 above it. You'll see it's wider. It has this little thing that sticks up where the 4 comes through. Almost, I'm not even sure what you would call it, but it's a different kind of typeface. And the footing on the bottom goes in both directions. It has a foot to the left and a foot to the right. Well, they did that only for the 1 year in the 1940s, and then they went back to the regular one, which is up here. You see it has a thin line going across, really short here, and really thin coming out of the 4, just 1 foot in the left. And then if you compare these two, you can really see the difference. So that's the story of the 4s from the 1940s. For some reason in 1948, they changed how the 4s looked. And then in 1949, they changed it back. And who knows why or when or where they thought of this. Now, remember, each one of these coins actually has to be individually engraved. It's not like they just have a regular engraving and then they engraved the 1949. They re-engraved the whole thing all the way around every year. And so for some reason, when they engraved that 4, they changed the 4 in 1948. They changed it back in 1949. So this is a 1949. To find out what the mint mark is, you have to flip it over, and you see that there's no mint mark there. That means this is a Philadelphia coin. At Philadelphia in 1949, they made 60.6 million of these. There are less than 5 that are known with full steps on them in an MS-66. There's only one MS-67 full steps from 1949 from the Philadelphia Mint, and that's worth $30,000. At the Denver Mint, and Denver, of course, will have this D on there. At the Denver Mint, they made 36.5 million, and they found 3 Mint State 67 plus full steps. Those are worth $7,000 each. And whenever you see a D on a 1949, you need to look closely at the D, because in 1949 they put a D on top of some S's. So the Denver Mint actually re-stamped some that had an S on them with a D on them. And if you find one of those, you could be talking about $20,000+. They call that an over mint mark. The D over S, the special mystery D over S mint mark, $23,500 for the best MS-67 full steps version. And there's 2 different versions of it. Then finally, they just made the regular S, and there's the S there. But the regular S for the San Francisco Mint, they made 9.7 million. They found 1 so far at a Mint State 67 plus full steps, and that's worth $10,500. But there are also a number of double stamped varieties and S over S varieties, but collectors don't pay that much for them, and so they're not even seen as a special variety of the coin. 1949, the economy was just starting to get together again after World War II. And so when you look at these nickels, you see most of them are worn. Most of them, they weren't trying to find some kind of special collector's set for them. They didn't do any proof set nickels. No proof sets at all in 1949, but they did do some PDS sets, they call them. They did 5,000 of the uncirculated mint sets, and those are worth over $1,200 now if you can get one of the uncirculated mint sets from 1949. Regular circulating coins, not proof coins, but in a plastic holder in an envelope, usually from the U.S. Mint. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And if you get a chance, look at one of the nickels from the 40s and then compare it to the 1948, and you'll see that they used a different 4 on the 1948 nickels than they used for any other year in the 1940s. Have a great day, and we'd love to have you subscribe to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel.